you got it. Going live, good it is show. Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Going live, good it is show. Pick up the pace. Step on the deck. We need to stretch. Mama the truth, playing it cool, wipe out the sweat. Get in the zone, kick on the throne, I'm about to flex. Home run, I'm throwing by their opponent, show me who next. Play in the field, look alive. Slide, die, line drive like Dion on prime time. I'm 0 to end, while bun down when I settle in. I break ground, steal the base when you not around. Golden glove with a triple crown. I raise the ring cause I hold it down. I'm about to chase, money in case. Clean the base, pick up the pace. I'm about to chase, money in case. Clean the base. Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Going live, good it is show. Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Going live, good it is show. Pick up the pace. Two team ain't enough. Four-tie team is us. Man on first, on second, on third. I'ma have to clean it up. I done went yard, they ball gone. I ain't even beat it up.
America's finest city. What a gorgeous afternoon for baseball we have in store from Petco Park. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the San Diego Padres. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Dinelson Lamet will look to keep their World Series hopes alive on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, if a slider is your thing, you found your guy here in Dinelson Lamet. Might have the best slider from the right side in all of baseball. It's a hard-breaking ball. It breaks across and down. By the way, he throws 95 to 96 miles an hour to go along with it. If he has both the hard slider and that good fastball, they're going to have a difficult time scoring any runs off this guy.
This is line to left. Pham has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. What do you have on this lineup as they go for a championship here on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Gio Urshela comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back toward the mound. Fielded cleanly on the first, and it's a broadcaster's dream, at least to start the ball game tonight. 2 very quick outs now. Next to hit is Gleyber Torres. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Nice AB right there. A little potential for some 2-out lightning. Getting a cleanup hitter to the dish after the first 2 batters of the inning were retired.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Hits it high and deep out to center field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. And now the Friars will get their first chance, no score. Luis Severino is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Luis Severino is a front-of-rotation guy. Big power fastball, the right assortment of off-speed pitches to go along with it. The question about Luis Severino is health, and when he's healthy, he's as good as any right-hander in the game.
Stepping up is Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now pitch on the way. As he grounds one briskly to short. Torres picks it up. Throw to first is in time for the first down. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Jake Cronenworth set the plate now as he looks at strike one. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. As he'll take a look at ball one. The 1-0. Laid off, but in there for strike one.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Swing and a ball hit on the ground. Now another 1-2. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in Manny Machado. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and had hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull the trigger.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
1 left for San Diego. We are still scoreless. And now here is Luke Voigt, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking, too, right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Fouled away. Oh, 1. Here it comes. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Ball and 2 strikes.
Yep, 1 and 2.
Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1.